everyone. So I am here with Bedlam, my Noel, who is still blank, but her faceplate is sprayed because I am going to start on her face up shortly, and I am still just blown away by her. It's so weird. Like, it's funny. After opening her, I woke up the next day and I could not believe I had her. Like, it felt almost like I had dreamed that I had got her. Like, so I actually went over to the shelf to make sure she was still there. And she was, and I was just so happy about that. And I don't even know what to do about this girl here. It's just, she amazes me. I love her so much. And she fits in so well with my other girls. So that's going to make things so much easier, because I was hoping she would, because I had already compared my Doll's Own Elsa to my Emily and Chloe. I had already done that, and I was like, they do fit together. They, of course, look aesthetically different, but I wanted to keep it interesting and have them be aesthetically different. But I wanted them to, the difference between my Chloe and my Queena is fairly obvious, because my Queena has larger features that just overall looks so much larger that it just did not work out next to my Chloe. But it worked. Between her and my Doll's Own Elsa was working great, because while they do, they're from different companies, so aesthetically they're different, their features worked well together. And her features works well with them both. And I'm very happy about that, because I was a little nervous, because I've seen Noah's and Chloe's together, but I haven't really seen Noah's and like Doll's Own's together. I'm not saying there aren't any out there, I just haven't seen it. So I'm been very pleased, and this outfit is growing on me more and more, to the point where I'm like, I think this is actually her style. And this was such a just out of nowhere thing, like, simply because her dress didn't fit. So I was just kind of putting anything on her. Like, I knew these tights were hers, but I never really thought of a shirt for them. I just bought them because they were on sale. But then I realized I had this shirt, and I was like, why don't I put them both together? The yellows match. And I'm so pleased it worked out. And I really like this for her. I really like how bright it is and just kind of strange. So I don't know. I'll probably stick with it. And I've decided her hair will be lavender. I want it to be lavender mohair. But the person I would like to get the wig from, she is doing finals at the moment, so she is unable to make it. But she said she will let me know when she can. So till then, I am trying to buy her a temporary wig in lavender, just so I can get a feel for it. Not like I don't love her in this pink wig, because I do. It just goes well with everything. But because my Chloe has pink-ish hair, I want her to have a completely different color. I almost put the lime green wig that my Queena was wearing on her, but that is Bella's wig. I don't want to put it on her, even temporarily, because it's for Bella, and I don't want to get used to it and like take away Bella's character when she's firmly in my mind. I just need to find the doll that fits her. So, yeah, I don't know. I've just been having a lot of fun with this girl, and it's, I don't know, it's just, it's been great, and I'm so glad to have her. But it really does not feel real yet. It has not sunk in. It's so ridiculous, but it hasn't. But I can't wait to paint her, and her eyes are on their way. They're part of the Alice's Collections order I am waiting for. And hopefully that comes soon. I keep checking the tracking. But of course, it's still, what does it say? Origin Post is preparing shipment. So it's been saying that for the last week and a half, I believe. So hopefully by next weekend I should have it, because Alice's Collections usually take about 2 weeks to get to me. So I'm crossing my fingers on that one because I really just want her eyes home. I want my dolls on Elsa's eyes home and her dress. And yeah. So speaking of my dolls on Elsa, it's funny, I had a laugh, what was it, yesterday, when I realized that I'm kind of styling her like Stevie Nicks. It just dawned on me just out of nowhere, and I was like, that is so accidental, because her wig was supposed to be this curly blonde wig I bought from Doll Zone, but I put it on her and it just completely didn't work out. It was just the worst. And there are, of course, many ways to fix curly wigs. The biggest problem with it is that the strands of hair are very silky, I want to say. Like, they're very, very, very smooth. And so I put it on her and it was just going everywhere, and the curls weren't staying, in nice ringlet type of thing. They were kind of separating, and I'm like, yeah, I could fix this, but I don't want to. Like, it just seemed exhausting to try to fix it. So that's why I put the other wig on her that I'm really, really enjoying, to the point where I believe that's just how she's going to stay. I was going to try and find her another curly blonde wig, because I did at first want her to look like the doll from Rosen Maiden, whose name I just forgot. But I think what I'm going to do is just, this wig is working out. I'm going to stick with it until one day I look at her and go, that's not working. Right now it's really working. I really enjoy it. But yeah, this video actually was not to ramble on about my girls, but that's what it turned into by accident. I mostly wanted to do a video about something I thought about on the way home from work. Actually, I had realized that I didn't mention my last video about when I was responding to letters that I received for Noel. And the answer to that was that I was going to send them out this weekend, but there was a snafu, so I have to wait till next weekend to send them out. Now, after that, I will be able to send out letters as they come, because it turns out I can send them through my work. I just, of course, have to pay postage myself. I can't use work postage. Wish I could, then I could send them out now, but I can't. Yeah, there was a snafu. I panicked over something I thought I saw and threw out my bedding because I thought I had bed bugs. Turns out I did not. Never, ever, ever Google something and then not complete the research on it yourself. Like, really get down in depth into it, because yeah, I did not have bed bugs at all. Turns out I was just panicking for no reason, and I threw my bedding away for no reason, and I couldn't get it back once I had discovered, I don't have them. So I had to buy all new bedding, and that took all my money. So since I can't pay for stamps with my PayPal balance, which is how I'm paying for her wig, I have to wait till next weekend to send them out. But once they are sent out, I guarantee you that they will go out in a more timely manner. So I'm so sorry about that. Please forgive me for that issue. That was just a dumb moment on my part. A very panicky moment, I should say. I do that a lot, and I really should not do that. But this one was my most expensive one to date. I will say that. So yeah, so that's mostly what I wanted to say. And then another thing I just want to mention, for some reason, I wanted to give a shout out to DenaliWind. I don't know if she'll watch this, but I want to give out a shout out to DenaliWind and also PinkPeppermint. The reason why I wanted to give a shout out to them is because they have inspired me so much, and I wanted to thank them for that. just because I was just feeling it. Like on the way home I was thinking about the letters. I was like, I should also mention that, because lately I have been feeling, I've been having some inspiration, yes, but I've been feeling kind of bogged down, and not with dolls in general, but like kind of like with community stuff, and kind of I'm just stressing out about just random stuff, and it's just kind of spreading around to everything. So I was feeling very just down about the hobby in general, and that happens a lot, and usually, you know, I can work myself out of it. Like I can figure out what's wrong and get to the root of it and move on, but it wasn't happening really as of late. It was just like because I don't think there was a problem with the actual hobby. I just think, you know, it was just me. So I was feeling very uninspired, but watching their videos about face-ups really just got me back in the game right then. PinkPeppermint got me back in the game for doing the face-ups on, completing the face-ups on my only doll, Ting Maxie, and on my doll's on Elsa Belladonna. They had been, as I stated in my last video, they had been just sitting on my desk half complete. Oh, well, actually, mostly complete, actually, but I just didn't feel like finishing them. It was just getting on my, I just didn't feel it. But in watching her videos with Ryan, I just really was just like, you know what, it's time, let's do this. So that's why I ended up completing them, and that's why I'm going to work on her as well, because I was like, I want to keep this going, and I really want her complete so I can, once her eyes get in and Belladonna's stuff comes, I can take pictures of the three of my girls together and get a better idea of who Bella can be, because I want someone who will fit in with the three of them. And in pictures, it's easier to tell, for me anyway, it's easier to tell what can fit and what doesn't. That's the only reason why I noticed my Dulcito Quita and my Chloe did not go together. It's only in the picture. In real life, it's like I didn't see it, like I glossed over it, but in the picture I was like, oh, I don't like it. So yeah, so I would very much like to thank PinkPeppermint for that, for that. It was, I don't know how to, yeah. And for DenaliWind, same thing, just watching her face-up videos. I love seeing techniques, and it's funny because my techniques are completely different, but I learned some new things, because the thing with doing face-ups is that, you know, even if you have a certain way of doing things, there's always something new to learn, something new to try out that maybe you didn't before, and I really like that. And it means that, like, I have a constant evolution of process that makes face-ups more fun to do. So I would like to thank her for that. But also, one random big thing to thank her for is for showing off Alex, which is her new Dulce Hound. And the reason why is because he's just so great looking, both in style and in face-up. Just everything. He is just a marvelous looking doll. And with the excitement in her box opening video for him, and just the love of Dulce, it made me realize, you know what, it is time. It is time for me to get over the fear I have and finally face up my Dulce, Saint, and Bernard. As I explained in my video in regards to Bellevue's face up, my Emmeline Chloe, and how I was afraid to paint her because, you know, there's so many beautiful Chloes out there, and I didn't want mine to stick out like a sore thumb amongst all these beautiful Chloes. So I explained in that video that I was afraid to paint my doll. She's like, I've been wanting to paint them and take pictures of them and everything, but I've been terrified to paint them because of all the gorgeous dolls out there. I was very intimidated. But I don't know, just DenaliWind's excitement and how great Alex looks. It made me want to make my boys look great too, or at least great to me. And today I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it, and I have DenaliWind to thank for that because I don't know how much longer they would have went unpainted if it weren't for her just sheer excitement and how she customized her boy. Because I've had them for, what, 2 years? I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. I need to write down the dates when I get my dolls. That would be very helpful. But I've had them for a long while blank, and I think now's the time to do something about that. So I'm going to be starting on that. I wanted to do it tonight, but I actually have to be to work at 7:30 tomorrow, and it's going to be nasty because it apparently is going to sleet tonight, which is awesome. I love sleet. I don't, by the way. So I want to get to bed early and everything so I can prepare for tomorrow. So my plan is to start them first thing when I get home from work, and also start on her. So I'll be doing 3 face-ups at a time, possibly 4 if I figure out what to do for my my Kid Delphmasca. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to officially get them together. I'll probably pass out because it's been such a long while. And I never thought I would be inspired to get them complete. I just thought I would be a coward forever. So yeah, this video is ridiculously long. I'm so incredibly sorry. I will cut this off now. Thank you so much if you watched, and sorry for just like all the rambliness. Basically, you know, stuff just builds up in me and I get it all out at once because, like, I don't, you know, who else do I talk to about doll stuff? I make videos for that. So it's been building for a while, and yeah. So yes, this is one more time my girl Bedlam. Hopefully next time you see her, she has a face up, even if she doesn't have eyes. And that is, yeah, that's all for now. Thank you so much if you watched, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.